Welcome to Chris Ticehurst Creating. We are here with a new episode talking about Nintendo YouTubers and the latest generation that has been a lot more negative and a lot more grifting in nature. And you probably know some Nintendo YouTubers that you'll probably think of in your head now. And I think that's always been a bit of an issue with social media and the world online is that more people are more likely to click on negative content, and people like to bash on companies and things like that. And when I was running Nintendo Ninja News for 10 years, um, we would present it in a very neutral way, just like presenting the nightly news. We wouldn't be too positive, but we wouldn't be too negative. We would just, say our own little opinion towards the end of the video and be done with it. And there's definitely been times where Nintendo deserves to get a kicking or criticism for things that they've done, like the Switch 2 era is not perfect. The cost of the games and the console and the price of some of the accessories, and you know, um, there are those particular type of issues. And you can say, oh well, the cost of living and tariffs and things like that, but still those games are pretty expensive. Like here in Australia, they're $110. And then you have these these kind of grifters, these negative YouTubers where they know the way to make money online is to be negative, is to spin every single article or any mention of Nintendo or anything that they do into a negative. And there's a few YouTubers out there. I'm certainly just going to point out the one because I can't be bothered to go through all the YouTubers who do this dumb stuff. But it's normally negative article, bullshit rumor that ends up not being really true, and just not actual news. It's just made up garbage. There are some good YouTubers out there, Nintendo ones, but they're far and few in between. And you can see this guy, Nintendine. He's a bit of a new guy. How long has he been around for? How long he's been grifting and pissing off? Okay, only 4 years, 9 million views, lots of clickbait. We'll have a look at some of the ones that I can tell you are absolutely bullshit. For $40 total, I would probably agree with this one. I think it's a little bit priced. That one I'm a little bit iffy about. Sales data indicate that Mario Tennis Fever might be a flop. I think it's only been out for a week, so I don't think that's the case. That's another exaggerated title. Sadly, no 2D Virtual Boy emulation. It's a fucking 3D console, dude. What do you expect? It's like saying, oh, the N64 didn't have any 2D versions of games. Fucking idiot. That's just a dumb title. Nintendo attacks emulators as fans realize the Switch 2 is obsolete. Well, what the fuck is this one all about? Yes, you can probably do a 4K 60 frames version if you emulate it, but it's not easy to use some of these emulations. They're not perfect, and I don't think they're even worth it. It's just easier and more convenient to just buy the games. And this is just a doom and gloom thing. Nintendo Switch 2 games should not be $70. They probably shouldn't. And I think they're using a bad example of using Mario Tennis. Who cares? But you can just see a sea of negativity. Like, how can one company be like this? I mean, he's acting like this is like the Trump administration. Like every day, some absolute disaster news is coming out, or something that will make your jaw drop. And now you're just kind of used to the way the country is run now. But you can tell that this is just crap. And what's his most clicky bait stuff for popularity? Buyer's remorse. I don't think the sales say otherwise. It's 17 million for the first 6 to 9 months. Nintendo, oh no, all the stocks are down. Oh no, Nintendo's doomed. Oh no. All the other companies went down around the same point. Like Sony's stock went down and Microsoft. So, this is deceitful, not true. Why he's not buying the Switch 2 despite running a Nintendo channel? That's a bit weird. Piracy isn't theft. Well, I think if it's a current day console, it is. But if you can't buy the game legitimately, then I'm kind of okay with that. Has horrible weekly sales. Oh no, it's another doom and gloom. Let's not stop spending time with this dude. So, and it's the same with a lot of other channels. Some of them are not as negative, but there are other channels that will post really bad rumors or thought opinions that don't make any sense. And I've seen, stuff on Twitter and things like that with the negativity. And I think that's why it's very hard to compete as a Nintendo YouTuber than it used to be in 2015 when I started that channel and ran it for 10 years, is because there's a lot more people online. Unfortunately, the technology has become so simple that even the idiots can use it and upload videos. And unfortunately, it's your fault, the audience, because to watch those videos is to feed those videos, to buy it, to read it. If you're watching that content, all you're giving them is the idea of, oh, negativity sells. I'll keep pumping out more videos like that. So the best way to deal with those type of channels is to block them, or don't ever click on them, or even promote them on Reddit. You're just giving these people free advertisement. But unfortunately, the audience is sometimes not as smart as you would like them to be. And they will keep raging and going on about, oh, look at what this YouTuber did. Oh, and the YouTuber's just chuckling along going, reeling them in with the fishing rod. I mean, some of the audience is that bad that they jump up on the hook without any bait on it. So, and that's why, and there's multiple other reasons why I stopped doing Nintendo content, because I got a little bit bored of it. I didn't want to wake up at midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning when news would drop in from America and I'm in Australia trying to sleep. And unfortunately, if you try to even make neutral videos, not even positive videos, just neutral, just presenting the news and telling it how it is truthfully, people are not that interested in that, which is a shame. So maybe people should not be watching these negative type videos and find someone who's a little more smarter and can bring you a more of an objective video. Sometimes they'll be negative, sometimes they'll be positive, but the majority should be around in the middle. And I think that's how it should be. But I would say that the state of Nintendo YouTubers will probably get worse before it gets better. So let us know what you think about the state of Nintendo YouTubers today, because I don't think it's really good. And I've just clocked up this video after 8 minutes. Don't worry, this channel gets no ads because my channel is not that big compared to my old one. But I guess it's nice to talk about Nintendo again for a little bit. But, seeing content like that out there, you know that they're trying to bait you into a comment or watching the video. So my suggestion is don't fall for it.